You can't pour from an empty cup, so fill my cup. Welcome to Fill My Cup with Shalom Nobushlemoy, and welcome to another episode. If you're new here, I hope you like what you see and what you hear, and you stick around. And to my regular Dagulas, thank you so much for joining to yet another episode. Sorry for my voice in Diagoa, but we have to do what you have to do. On my last episode, I spoke about being an au pair, and I said I'm going to bring one of my friends to have a conversation with me. So today we have Zama with me. Hi, Zama.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, but I've got a bit of flu, so excuse the voice as well. We are going through it.
It's been a long week.
We're going through it. It's been a long week. It's going to be another long week next week. Yeah. But shout out to the weekend for being here, and hopefully...
It's not like you're doing anything on the weekend anyway, so I don't know why you're excited.
But no, I'm excited to rest. I'm excited to go to Pilates. I'm excited to just rest.
Okay. Rest. All right. Thank you, Nicole, for being our camera woman. Hopefully we won't have any technical problems like we did the past 2 episodes. So I just realized it's fine. I just realized when I was like putting together questions for you that I don't know how you became an au pair, or at least how you heard about being an au pair.
It's funny because I never wanted to be an au pair.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. Is being an au pair something you wanted to do or just stumbled upon?
No, I actually stumbled upon it. But the crazy thing is that when I was still in high school, I was in grade 9. Mm-hmm. My teacher, a teacher that I was really close with, creative arts teacher, told us, told us about au pairing because one of the girls, probably like 2 or 3 girls that she had taught before had actually gone to au pair in America. Mm-hmm. And she really loved the experience and she advocated for it. And it just so happened that the student that did go to America actually came back, to like visit and say hi to teachers. And she had like permanently moved to America and got married to an American.
Is it that Karabo?
No, not Karabo. Okay. No, I don't. I don't know her personally, but I really like her and I really like her journey as well. Mm-hmm. I think, we take au pairing, not too seriously, but like when you see Karabo, you're like, oh, actually, that's what you can like become after au pairing. Like even going as far as being in Miss South Africa. And
for reference, Karabo she was number 3. She was
third.
Africa 2025, and she was also an au pair.
Yeah, it's amazing. But coming back to my creative arts teacher, she talked about it almost every lesson. Like when we would career things would come up on like what we want to do after high school. Like she would always like talk about au pairing. And then in our final year in grade 12, we like had like a career fair, and OVC was in that career fair.
OVC
the agency, yeah. So it's also an au pair agency, but doesn't just specifically do au pair programs. There's like a ton of other things there, work, travel, whatever. There's like, it's like variety of things. Mm-hmm. Like you can even teach in
China.
Yeah, China, Thailand, in Asia, basically. But after that, I still wasn't sold. Like I remember I had like an international trip where I like got to go to Malaysia for like a conference, like an international Model United Nations conference. And it was only after that week-long trip when I came back, after meeting so many people, that I said, oh, I'm going to take a gap year next year to travel. Mm-hmm. But I was going to go to Australia. I was going to go to Australia for a gap year program whereby you are like a school assistant. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was going to do. Sorry. Okay. I was in the middle of the application when COVID hit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Everything literally went blank. It was like turning off the lights. It was awful. But coming back from that, like 2 years later, after working in South Africa, I worked at a call center. Yeah, it was.
Is this giving you deja vu?
Yeah, it is. But I've got fond memories now because I really liked it. I worked for United Airlines actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was dealing with a lot of Americans. Also worked for Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, so those were like good companies. But obviously because you're like based in South Africa, you don't really get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Even though
paid in dollars.
Yeah, even though we know that like this is a dollar campaign, a luxurious campaign, but we still, get paid only just
the bare minimum.
a tad bit. Yeah, the bare minimum. That's the reality with South Africa.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it.
So going to Malaysia sold you to be an au pair? Or just that sold you to travel?
Yeah, it sold me to travel. It sold me to, say, actually, I've been studying for 12 years and do I want to go to university now after this experience, after seeing the world? And I was on my first Emirates flight. So, guys, when I got into that flight, I was like, there's absolutely...
That time we were in economy. Imagine if you were in business class.
But it felt like first class. I swear. It was their Airbus A380 and like...
You even remember.
I know the aircraft as well. Like I memorized the aircraft. It was a double decker. So we were in the top floor. It was insane. It was incredible. It was amazing. And also like, coming from a third world country, I mean, even though South Africa has like first world, aesthetics as well. But, going to an actual like first world country and like, you're like, oh my goodness.
This is what's out here.
Oh my goodness. And like coming from Durban, we don't have Gucci, Louis Vuitton and stuff. You guys, when I saw those stores, I was like, what?
I'm living in a movie.
It was crazy. And there was like this Pavilion mall that like reminded me of Pavilion at home because we also have like a Pavilion in Durban. And it was super, super, super nice. It was even nicer than the one we had back home. But
obviously,
basically that was it. So after COVID, I didn't really have an option. Like after working at the call center, I wanted to quit. But then to quit, I had to look for something that I would have to do like next. And so I did a bit of applications. First applied with HBN actually to go to the Netherlands.
HBN, what's that? What's
HBN.
an agency? I think I've heard of them.
No, that's the official agency in the Netherlands.
No, it's not the only one.
HBN.
There's like a couple.
You did House of Orange. Yeah.
There's
HBN.
House of Orange, and I think there's Klana, and then there's HBN.
No, it's not Klana, it's Carla's au pair. I also use Carla's au pair actually. So I used HBN firstly. I think HBN was affiliated with Carla's au pair.
Yeah.
I used that. My goodness, I had like a couple of interviews, 2 or 3 interviews, and no, we didn't match. And after that, like I was on a dry spell. Like I remember I was listening to your podcast and I was like, damn, one thing about those dry...
Oh my gosh.
The silence. Oh my goodness. Like
and
I was...
It gets you anxious also.
It does.
What am I doing wrong? What can I do better?
Exactly.
Don't they like me?
And... Exactly, like, am I not likable?
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me? And I remember because I had to like refresh my profile. Like Carla's au pair like would get back to me with feedback, to, like refresh my profile. Probably like 2 or 3 times I had to refresh the video.
Yeah.
the intro.
You had to do another one.
I had to do like 2 or 3 videos I had to do. Eventually, I dropped out. I was like, no, it's fine. This is not for me. I'm going to just let it go.
Saying no to you because they found people? Like, were you saying you'd like to match with the families? Or was it like you guys were not mutually agreeing? Because sometimes, I know for me, I was saying yes to every family that came to me because I wanted to leave.
Same. I mean, at the beginning, with Carla's au pair, I literally was going to say yes to every family. And even then, like, I didn't even know why I was going to the Netherlands. I never actually ever dreamt of going to the Netherlands. Like, I don't want to learn Dutch. I don't even know how to speak Afrikaans. So why would I want to go? But then just because like we're conditioned, you can go to the Netherlands because you already
Afrikaans.
Yeah, you already know Afrikaans. But I didn't even know Afrikaans. I only know how to say goeiemorgen and that's it. And that's just about it. I can only count in Afrikaans and I can't even, make a sentence in Afrikaans. So it wasn't a dream, but I would have said yes to any family that like wanted to match with me.
Yeah.
Like to the point that like I even had like I interviewed a family. I remember the dad was like a pilot and the mom was a doctor.
And you knew that schedule would
Yeah.
be
I was gonna say yes to that family. But then also one of the kids had Down syndrome.
So you'd have a special needs child.
Yeah. And I didn't think about that. But like I feel like God literally covered me. Oh my goodness. Covered me under his wing. Because what was I thinking?
Because also like if you have a parent who's a pilot, that means he's never home.
Yeah.
I have a mother who's a doctor, she's never home, and they have a special needs care.
Exactly.
That means that child needs care 24 hours a day.
Literally, just about it. But apparently, like, the mom had, like, assured me that, the kid is going to school and is kind of like a normal kid, and is also, like, taking, I don't know, like, some pills for, like, I don't know, his weight or something like that. I don't know. And I remember I interviewed the dad. The dad was at the airport. He didn't have time, so I had seen the mom already. Yeah. But I never saw them together. I couldn't get them like, to be in the same room for the interview.
So I had been the first red flag.
Exactly. I interviewed the dad like separately, and it was like, I didn't think about it. Like
I get you though.
Yeah.
I don't think we do think about it, especially if you're really desperate about leaving. You're like, whatever I get, I will take.
Yeah, but I had this really lovely interview though with this like a gay couple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had like babies. Like I think they were like 1.5 or something like that.
2 babies?
Yeah, 2 babies, twins.
I think
girls. Oh my gosh, they even have a TikTok. They had a TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, they were really, really, really cool. They were a cool couple, but I don't think with my first au pair experience, I would have wanted to have babies. Yeah, I don't think I would have wanted that. And they even had like a holiday home in Andalusia.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sounded fancy.
Yeah, I would have been vacating there. But then fast forward to after dropping off Carla's au pair, I went on, like, I think I took a break because like it can be, mentally taxing.
Stressful,
yeah, to to be constantly, looking for a family. And, it's really just mentally taxing. So I went on like a break, a hiatus. And then eventually I stumbled on Hopscotch Travel, another agency. That agency, you needed to like pay like a large sum of money. You had to pay like 7.5.
Yeah.
Because like Carla's au pair, I only paid 500 rands.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I paid 7.5.
Yeah. So with Hopscotch, I paid 7.5. And I told my mom, I was like, because we have to pay so much money,
I'm going to get a family.
It's
not a scam.
It's not, because the fact that we have to pay so much money,
it's assurance.
Because like paying 500 doesn't make sense. Because like, how are they paying themselves?
There's no motivation.
Like, there's no motivation because it's just 500. But I said, you know what? 7.5. I'm getting a family. And I think I did only 1 or 2 interviews and I got a family. The family I matched with, it was a definite match for sure. I'm not going to lie. But because you can't really like judge people, like first impressions, they don't last.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, you can be charmed by what you see right now.
They're kind of meant to charm you. I'm supposed to interview.
I'm also supposed to charm you. So you can't base 10 months off of, just one interview. But we had a couple, and I think they chose me on like the second one. Yeah, we had a really nice conversation. The first interview was really nice. And I think I would say like I had a good experience with them, but like they started changing. It was their first time hosting on au pair firstly.
Yeah, and it was your first time experience.
Yeah, it was my first time as an au pair as well. So I think we both just didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into as well. But like I came with a pure heart, and I think they also did come with pure hearts, but like
conflict of interest.
Yeah, but also like living with someone, a stranger. That's
a lot.
Like it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like you know, welcoming a stranger into your home, opening your home up for a stranger. I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's one thing inviting a friend over for the weekend to like sleep over. It's one thing, you know, inviting a couch surfer for a weekend. Like that's different, but
it's also different because also you're working for them. So you're not just a guest in their house, but you're also their employee, and the dynamics of that is tricky.
It's tricky because like, you know, like we came into the thing, like they came in with the, you know, we're a family thing. And for the first 3 months, honeymoon phase, obviously, it was lovely. It was lovely. But then, you know, it started getting too much for me. Like, you know, like from simple things like I didn't have to work in the mornings, but I had to eat breakfast with them at 7.
So you had to wake up at 7.
So I had to wake up at 7 to, you know, eat breakfast and then go back to sleep. You know, at first I didn't think much of it. I mean, I feel like I should have objected from the very beginning. But like as it started, like, you know, getting colder, like colder months, like from December onwards, I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I actually couldn't keep up with the waking up. And I'm not a morning person personally, so.
But also, it also comes back to like if you have to like tell somebody who's being an au pair, whatever you do in the beginning, like whatever you train this family with in the beginning, you must keep it up until the end, because if you don't, it's going to be a problem. Like, for example, if you had said from the very beginning, I'm not comfortable with having breakfast in the morning, it wouldn't have been expected of you to be waking up early in the morning. So it's the thing of whatever you get these families used to in the beginning, make sure you're going to keep it going until the very end, because it's going to become a problem.
But I think it was also a thing of like, you know, logically, I feel like they also didn't think that through. Like, why would you ask someone to have breakfast with you at 7 when you're going to work? Because we're a family. Do you wake up in...
to have breakfast at 7 a.m.? No, I don't. Why?
So now I'm just like trying to imagine here. Okay, fine. I'm back in South Africa at home. My sister, my brother, and my dad are going to work in the morning.
And you must wake up.
You know, and now the whole family must now be inconvenienced. Inconvenienced.
To have breakfast at 7 a.m.
Have breakfast at 7 a.m.
But also, I think it comes back to like cultural shocks and cultural differences.
True.
Because there's nowhere at home. Just because you are leaving the house, it doesn't mean everybody else needs to wake up.
Exactly.
But here they do, like they have dinner together, they have breakfast together, they have lunch together. Like meals I have together. At home, I think the only meal we have together is dinner. Anything else, you're seeing yourself out throughout the day. Because why?
I mean, like I remember even like obviously like I arrived there on a Saturday and the next day it was a Sunday.
This is in France, right? This is in France.
Paris. My dream. Oh, guys, it was a dream. It was a dream come true. It was a dream come true. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
So
I love it.
You knew you wanted to go to France.
Yeah. I would do it 100, more times. Like, yeah, I would do it again.
You said you wouldn't go to the Netherlands because you had no interest in learning Dutch or the culture of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But you had the interest in learning
I did.
French.
Yeah. I always wanted to learn French because I always wanted to go to into international relations. So that was always like a dream. Like I knew I had to have a second language. And I mean, come on. Dutch is not even in the United Nations. Why would I want to learn Dutch? Like there wasn't like a reason that was like compelling me to actually learn Dutch or, Afrikaans for that matter. But it was mostly related to, what I wanted to do, when pursuing my studies and, how it would benefit me in the long run. Yeah. Like French is like,
it's also an international language. A lot of countries speak French.
Yeah, most countries speak French. And secondly, it's the official language of not only the United Nations, the EU Commission, and the African Union.
Okay.
So if the African Union uses French as their main language,
might as well learn it.
come on, you have to learn French. But like after French, I thought of like Spanish maybe, because I know like a lot of people, like a lot of countries speak French, and it's an asset. And maybe somewhere along the way German. I know German though is like related to Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably would have to learn it down the line, but not now. But yeah, basically that was it.
Paris was a dream.
Yeah, it was a dream. It was a dream, and I wouldn't change it for the world, regardless of like how the experience, ended up going. I had to leave. I left 2 months before my contract ended because I just couldn't do it anymore. There were like lots of absurd
expectations.
Yeah, it was turning into like absurdity. Really, it was just unbelievable. From having those breakfasts 7 a.m. to it was starting to be ridiculous.
So you moved and went where to? Did you do 2 years in France or 1 year?
Yeah, I did 2 years in France.
So you moved from Paris to...
I moved to Paris and I went to Geneva, actually. I went to Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, where were you living in the small village?
No, that was my second year. After I left Geneva, like I only stayed there for like 1 month.
Mm-hmm. Were you au pairing in Geneva? Or were you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 month, and then I saw the red flags.
And you left.
I said bye. I said boy bye. I could not.
Yeah.
So I left, and I went to the south. No, I went to Como for 1 month. I au paired there for 1 month in Lake Como
the red flags and
for this Italian family. That was lovely. The loveliest month I've ever had in my life. It was like a vacation.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like a job. It was amazing. I got along so well with the kids. Like we still speak to this day.
Why didn't you stay? Was it a summer job?
It wasn't a summer job. You were getting paid $250 a month. Come on.
You ran away because of the money.
No, but also
you were on holiday though.
Come on, guys. The allowance in Italy is ridiculous.
It's like German. German is
it's like Germany.
250.
It's worse than Germany. Because like, those ads be like 25 hours to 30 hours a week and you're like, for $250.
But also, I think it comes back to the assumption of 1, au pairs live on holiday. 2, because we are paying for your accommodation, your food, blah, 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 blah. And what always makes me funny is these families, when they say they're paying you $250, that $250, they walk out of the house and they spend it immediately. As soon as they walk out, and you expect me to live throughout the whole month with that.
It's like, it was just...
absurd.
Like, it was absurd, really. I couldn't do it. But then, like, they didn't ask me to stay, but also I couldn't stay there because Italy doesn't have, like, an au pair visa.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really stay there unless you're a student. Mm-hmm. So it was just too much admin. And even though I liked the family, they still lived on Lake Como. And, to...
move around.
To move around. I mean, in Lake Como, like, it's just buses. Mm-hmm. Other than the buses, it's the ferry. But like, in the winter months, what are you gonna do in Lake Como in the winter months?
You can't go to the beach.
Like, you can't. But also, like if I wanted to study, I would have had to study in Milan. So
Italian.
Yeah, I mean in Italian, but I think they would have had like some English programs. But either way, I don't think I would have been able to, so I left. But we still have a good relationship, so I will take that as a win. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to the south of France in a small village near Aix-en-Provence. I loved it.
It was good.
Yeah. The parents had so much authority over the kids, so it was like a breeze. Most of the time, yes, kids will like try to, test you here and there, but like the authority from the parents, I miss that. I miss that so much, and I really miss that. Like I think some, like when I'm alone at night, I think about that authority, and oh my God,
you wish you had it now.
I wish I had it now. I wish I had it now. Because like when I like when I'm trying to get my host kids to do something and I say I'm going to call your dad, they're like, call him. And like that really has me so defeated. And I've stopped saying it. I've actually stopped saying it. Like, and now I take it into my own hands and I'm like, if you don't do this now, I'm taking you out of here. Like you're going in the hallway. And overall, I think from France to Brussels and now studying in Brussels, it's been a great experience.
Yeah.
Ups and downs for sure, but
obviously
trials and tribulations for sure, but that's part of life. And I feel like, these are the things that, these are the experiences that actually make you, that you need to, experience in order to grow as a person. I mean, you leave home and you want to be independent and I feel like this is the only way you can actually, gain that independence and gain that, like, being able to be put in a position where you're like, no, I don't want to do this. This is not for me. This is for me. And you can differentiate into, what you want and, what you don't want. And it makes you grow, not only, in being independent, but it makes you grow as a person as well. Yeah. And like you grow into an adult. And I mean, even though it's like super fast paced and you have to like, think on your toes.
Yeah.
But but it's I feel like if I was at home, I wouldn't have gotten this. Like I wouldn't have, gotten this far. In like every aspect, like financially, like I feel like my financial literacy has grown so much.
I was laughing and saying, why weren't we taught financial literacy when we were young? Because now you're an adult and you're using euros and you need to figure things out and it's a bit difficult. But I guess doing this allows you to then learn it on your own. To be like financially
because I didn't know how to manage my money. Like when I moved here, like when I was still at home, obviously, like I asked for money from my parents and my siblings, and I would get it. I didn't have to work for it. Even when I had the job at the call center, like I would literally, I'd spend my whole paycheck shopping, and going out, like eating out, and I wouldn't even have money, like transport money, to go to work, and I would have to ask my mom. My mom would give me because.
Obviously.
She didn't really care. She didn't really care. She just loved the fact that I was working.
Yeah.
But then also, like, she wasn't even seeing the money. Like, the money was literally going down the drain.
Yeah.
I remember I even, like, I was doing trips. Like, I was doing birthday trips, going to Cape Town. I was living my best life.
You're chowing the money.
Yeah. I remember when I went to Cape Town, like, I did book my flights, booked the accommodation. But I remember I had to ask my brother for spending money. Yet I was working.
Every month.
Exactly.
Every month.
But now I'm in a position whereby
you understand you need to work for your money.
I understand that I need to work for my money. I understand that I need to save. I understand that I need to save before I spend, which is really important because I remember also like when my first experience like in Paris, I used to get paid weekly, like 100 euros a week.
Yeah.
You guys, I used to get paid on a Friday.
Monday it's finished.
Saturday, Sunday, 50-50. 54 Saturday, 54 Sunday. Monday, we are back to square one. Or maybe I would have just like 20 euros for the whole week to carry me through Friday.
So like just buy a few things to get through the week.
Yeah, that's why I had the gym. I had a basic fit membership. So I was at the gym like Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday,
you were going
we're out in Paris. We're there at the museums. But the nice thing about Paris is that museums were free.
Yeah. I only found that out after I came back from Paris, after paying for the Louvre, and I was so mad.
Why would you pay for the Louvre?
And then Kayla was like, you have an ID card, a European ID, you don't need to pay. And I'm like,
you don't.
After spending my money, I went to the Gardens of Versailles. I paid.
No.
But anyways, I wouldn't have known. But
no, that's Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that's what we liked. But we also like, alternate, have movie like evenings. And
but then again, Paris was a dream either way.
Yeah, it was a dream.
Going outside to walk outside.
I mean, that's the thing. Like we would like, go like along the Seine, like and like facing the Eiffel Tower, and we would just have like a picnic there.
Yeah.
We'd just go get a brioche at the supermarket, and I haven't had brioche in so long. Actually,
I have no idea what that is.
Brioche is like that like white bread, but it's not bread. Like it's you see the one they used to make
sandwiches?
No, toast. That, what do you call that toast? French toast. French toast. No, it's not white bread.
Oh,
it's
white. It's like soft,
the soft bread.
Inside.
Yeah. But it's the white
crust outside, and it's like very soft inside.
There's no crust.
Okay.
I don't know. You need to see a picture of it. But it's the one you make French toast with.
Oh. Okay.
It's white sugar bread.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
So you did Geneva, Switzerland. No, Geneva.
Yeah.
Italy, France, and then Brussels. Out of the 5 countries, what would you?
I would go back to France. I would go back to Paris again.
Okay, so it's Paris.
It's Paris.
Any day.
Yeah, any day. Paris, any day. That was the best. That was the best place, like, out of like all 5. Financially, like I was able to like, actually live with that €100 allowance every week.
Yeah.
But also like my transport was free. So I didn't have to worry about transport. Like I recently went to Amsterdam and
yeah.
I am still shocked actually. In fact, my bank balance is still crying right now because
you spent your entire allowance on one weekend.
I can't believe how much money
you didn't do much. That's the problem. You didn't do much.
I can't believe how much I spent on transport. Like when I don't have like, I didn't even go like so far.
Yeah.
I didn't go to so many places, but I didn't even take the metro. I didn't take the tram.
It was just the train and the bus.
Like just the train and the bus. That bus was costing like €3. Like, like that was crazy. I found that really, really crazy. But yeah. I'm so glad that I did an au pair in the Netherlands.
I know.
Yeah, after experiencing that saga.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't, because also the only time you leave the house is on the weekend. Well, at least for me. And you had like a weekend subscription.
No, but I don't like that. I don't like, being conditioned. Yeah, boxed to only leaving the house on weekends.
And Monday to Friday, you in the house. They're working 6 hours a day. Oh my gosh.
That's not nice. Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to go to Paris, because I live just 20 minutes outside of Paris in the suburbs, and I would like go anytime, and I can go anywhere with my subscription. Like it wasn't even that expensive. I think it was like €84 a month.
I think the Netherlands is a very expensive country to live in, which I always find sad because like the allowance you get in the Netherlands does not get you far.
Yeah.
It doesn't get you, because sometimes by the end of the month your transport cost is like €150 a month, and you get €350 as an allowance. And the only thing you did was just move from point A to point B. Forget like buying food, going out with your friends and whatever. Also trying to like maybe save and all of that was very different and difficult in the Netherlands.
Yeah, because
would you advise somebody to be an au pair?
I would.
Yeah.
I actually thought about this like a couple of days ago, if I would do it again, firstly, and if I would advise anyone to be an au pair. But what I would personally advise someone is to have a plan after your au pair year.
Yeah.
Like come here already having a plan. Do that 1 year, but after you have finished your 1 year, think about what you want to do afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't end up going to 2-3 countries like I did. I mean, you can jump from one country to one country if you want to. But personally for me, if I did have the chance, I would have probably settled down in France. But, after my second year, I also didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
I didn't have a solid plan. So hence I jumped to Brussels. And when I came to Brussels, I knew that like this is like my make it or break it year. Like if if I don't make it this year, if I don't, find something else to do, like if I don't, I wasn't really like, pressed on, going to university because like I was already studying. But I mean, if I found something, something tangible, something, that,
to show off for the years that you spent doing this.
Yeah, something to show off for. Like, I have a plan.
Have a plan.
Whatever you do, have a plan. When you leave
home.
Yeah, when you leave home, have a plan. Know what you're going to do your research, do your due diligence, and just have a plan, man.
Yeah,
that's like the bare minimum. Like that's the bare minimum. Like that's the bare minimum. Have a plan here. So when you get here, you won't be influenced by
other people.
Because
you get very easily influenced because everybody's doing it. So like you go with the crowd. If everybody say, okay, cool, we're now going to the Netherlands. Sure, let's go to the Netherlands. If some people saying we're studying, we're just also going to be studying because everybody else is doing it. So just do it because.
But also like with your finances, like I think the reason why I didn't like stay in France was because I hadn't saved up anything.
You don't have financially.
I didn't have anything to show off for my 2 years in France. I hadn't saved anything, so I had to leave.
Yeah,
because I couldn't do anything else, and I had friends that actually stayed
because they had the man.
Because they saved, and I don't know what I was doing, but I was skiing every weekend. I was skiing every weekend. It was in the south of France. It was lovely, but that's another topic for another day. But have a plan.
I remember on my flight back home, because I also left the Netherlands 2 months early. On my flight back home, I was crying. I'm like, God, I can't pack my bags again. I can't be packing my bags.
Yeah,
from one place
exactly.
to another. This better be my last flight going home, and then it better be.
Yeah.
And then I moved here and I was like, okay, cool. Then what? I also still didn't have a plan. I knew I wanted to go to uni, but I didn't know how. Thank God for friends, because God for friends.
Yeah, I'm actually so grateful how it like unfolded for us as well. Like, very quickly, and also like how all of a sudden we were like in the know, and we were like, okay, actually,
this is the plan.
Like, this is what we need to do, and this is what we need to execute, and I'm so proud of us, firstly, and I'm so happy that we actually, got to stay. I mean,
right. In the right way.
The right way. Yeah, and we see Operation to do like that in South Africa, and no, we didn't do it that way, guys.
No. We did the right things. We followed protocols.
Yeah, we followed protocols, guys. We are registered at the commune.
Yeah.
They know us. They know where we stay.
Yeah.
The police came to check. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm really proud of us.
Yeah.
Even though school has us on a chokehold, but
actually,
rather have these problems.
Yeah, rather have this problem than not have a problem at all.
Yeah.
Like I always say, rejoice in the fact that you have a school problem
that you prayed for, by the way.
Yeah, this is like fruits of our prayers.
Hallelujah. Yeah, so any last words to anyone who wants to be an au pair?
Yeah, have a plan. It's not all about traveling. Don't use it like, don't make it all about traveling. Don't let traveling be your personality. Don't let living abroad be your personality. Understand that you can build something so big when moving abroad, and it's not really like about, oh, I live in Paris, we're going to the Eiffel Tower every weekend.
Yeah.
No, let it not be a flex. Let it be like you're at home and you work your ass off. Yeah. Like, you stay humble, keep it on the low, like keep your head down and just
mind your own business.
Like, mind your own business and just literally work.
Yeah.
And the work will like talk for you in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Like, you will see the results, and you will see, like, even though like you, like, I don't even know how many times I wanted to give up.
Yo. I said that the last time. I'm like, giving up was never an option. Like, in as much as people say, come back home. And trust me, people will say, come back home. But they don't have, then what? They don't have a plan for you when you get home.
Like, there's no plan. Like, I remember I almost gave up like like between Geneva and Como, like I almost gave up because just 3 weeks, I had a flight to go back home in July.
Mm-hmm.
Just 3 weeks before the flight, I got back on Au Pair World. Also, I have a toxic relationship. I had a toxic relationship with Au Pair World. I went back there and I said, nah.
I'm going back.
I started looking for a family because like I had a plan before, like to move from Paris to the south of France. And I said, why would I
go back to South?
Like let that dream die? And I looked for a family and I found a family in the south of France.
And you were skiing every weekend.
And I was skiing every weekend. And I was at the beach almost every weekend, other weekend during the summer months. But yeah, just, don't take it as a vacation. You're not on vacation. Like I got advice when I went back home last year. I went back home last year.
Yeah, last year. From Memulo.
Yeah, last August for my Memulo. And like one of my brother's best friends who's like super successful told me, Zama, keep your head down. 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your head down. Grind. You're going to see the results.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that is coming from him, like,
who am I?
And I said, nah,
say less.
I said, say less. Say less, actually. Say less. And he was like, you're going to see the results.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you wish somebody had told you when?
Yeah, I wish because I don't think my family told me specifically. I don't think my siblings told me.
I think your family was just happy that you found something.
Yeah, I think they were, but also like I've never had that like pressure, to succeed within my family. I never had.
You're a last born.
I'm a last born, so I've never had that pressure. Like for me, I've never had that like desire to be like awfully successful. Like because I knew that I would always have something to bounce back on.
Yeah.
Like I knew that like if ever I had a problem, I could like call my brothers, like I can call my sister and I could call my mom and they would like move mountains for me. So I never like wanted to move mountains. So I think, yeah, that's just about it.
So be an au pair, friends.
Go be an au pair and you'll have a story to tell. You can write a book.
Yeah.
We can write books as well, but like we're just, I guess,
it's not our place.
But we're too lazy.
This is what we're gonna do.
We're probably too lazy.
Yeah.
But be an au pair. You won't regret it. Like, yes, there's a lot of nonsense that goes in there, but like, at the end, you're gonna reap the results of, of being patient and
your hard work basically.
Yeah. Also like just like being patient in the journey
and having the right people around you.
Yeah, true. Like, friends will get you through it though. Friends will get you through it because you're gonna be venting there. Even the au pair group chat, you're gonna be venting on that group chat. Like the support system is there. You don't have to die alone. You're gonna be going through it, but then you're gonna be laughing in the next month. You're gonna be crying the next month. You're gonna be laughing the next month. That's just how it goes. Like you're gonna be jetting off to Barcelona the next weekend. You're gonna be on the slopes. Like there are benefits to this thing. There are benefits. And I feel like if only families actually, had the right intentions, like, I don't think there would be, that big of an issue. Yeah. But yeah, that is it, guys. Signing out.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm dying now. I need to end this. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we're going to have Nicole to tell us about her story. Zama will be behind the camera to help us and make sure that it doesn't switch off.
Okay.
But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. Please sign out first.
Well, don't forget to like,
Comment,
subscribe.
And tell your friends to tell their friends.
And tell your friends to tell your friends.
Yeah.
To fill up your cup.
Of course. Oh my gosh.
That's what we're doing. We're here to fill up our cups.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye, and have a lovely
Bye.
weekend and a lovely week ahead.
Love you.
Bye.